welcome to the University Club Foundation's roast of our good friend and fellow University Club member, Judge Lauren Smith.
The fact that my mother had her freedom taken away from her twice taught my sisters and me about the need for accountability and justice in the world today. And it is surely no coincidence that two of us pursued careers in the law. And so please join me in welcoming one of the world's most powerful voices on behalf of democracy, justice, and the rule of law, former Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright.
Thanks to the Women's Bar Association of Maryland for this really great honor. I am known in my family as the mother of all lawyers.
If you are either an Ascend Greater Washington board member or were part of the Ascend IAG volunteer committee, I would love for you to please stand up. Winston, you're like slow this morning.
Diaspora are those that are 18 and younger. 79% of Asian Americans under 18 were born in the U.S. versus only 21% of Asian Americans 18 and older. So
charge and restrain your emotion, right? You want it to be effective. You want to build relationship. You walk into a corridor. You talk to a network, networking event.
And another 3 points of philosophy that I try to live by every day is in politics in particular, but I think this applies in business as well.
Sure. Just to reiterate again, relationship before task. Relationship before task. And what Mark was doing, what you were doing by attending, you were investing in the relationship before the task.
Level of a goldfish. So, I mean, you get the goldfish's attention for a few seconds and then it kind of swims away. So we shift, when we take a shift to visual communication, we grasp visuals in 1/10 of a second. Think about that. I mean, that's a pretty short period of time.
Just to explain how we have achieved the goal that we have achieved, we just graduated our first class from the 12th grade after about a 7-year project.
The state is tied to international trade. 70% of all the cargo that comes through the Port of Seattle and Port of Tacoma is bound for other places in the country. We're incredibly reliant on our working ports, on our seaways. There's been a great merger between Port of Seattle and Port of Tacoma, so they can stop competing with each other and we can compete with Vancouver.
And we'll kind of engage in the more dynamic discussion. So with us today, we have Katrina Jones with the Maryland Port Administration and Gilda Ramirez with the Port of Houston. And I am Kristen Degas with the Port of Hueneme in Southern California. So again, we're really thrilled to have you here with us today to have this exciting discussion, and we're just going to get right into it, and I think Gilda is going to kick us off with her presentation.
But we would like to welcome everyone here to the Lowe's. Hello, good evening. On behalf of the Anne Arundel County Office of Central Services, I want to welcome you all. Thank you all for coming.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here at this wonderful networking event.
Thank you, County Executive Shu. At this time, we'd like to have our special recognition presented by Sandra Eberhardt.
Jimmy Carroll would say a word. We knew Jimmy because he got involved with Irish lacrosse. I mean, he'd hit us up for the donations with the big cigar that would come out of his mouth, but he always wanted to know, even when he stopped becoming a board member, what's going on with your group? How can I help? Steve, I think we should do it this way. Do it that way.
Before we get into the presentation, and I know the board talked about it last night. Stevie didn't quite touch on it earlier, but I think it's very important. He mentioned what we're going through and the uncertainties. This year, we need to put our best hat on, our best foot forward when we step out on the field. We need to be prepared. We need to do our job better than we ever have been.